Good morning, class. Before we proceed to our topic this morning, let us first remind to everyone the departmental policy. Each student have their own module. After the lesson, you have to answer your module or the assessment and send it to the Google Classroom. We have only two examinations given, the midterm examination and final examination. All your question regarding our subject, let us send it to the group chat or to the messenger. Let us proceed now to our lesson this morning. Our first lesson is about the definition, the historical background, and principles of photography. We know that photography is very much important as far as the visual communication and expression is concerned. Photography, it can help you to capture anything you can feel, to remember whatever happened. Take note, class, photography is very much important in the field of law enforcement because photograph can tell millions of words. All those evidences found at the crime scene are subject to photograph. Photography is derived from the Greek word photos, which means light. Let us first define what is photography. Photography came from the Greek word photos, which means light. Graphos, which means write. The term therefore means writing with light. Photography, it is the use as a tool to solve crime, where it can be used as an evidence against a criminal. Forensic photography, it is being used for documentation of evidence collected in the crime scene. Professional photographer, it is an individual who devoted or devotes substantial portion of his or her time to photographic endeavors. In practical or occupational, photographer is an individual who is required to take photograph in conjunction with his or her regular duties. On your module, we have the definition of modern photography, wherein in modern photography, it is being defined as a means of chemical, thermal, and electronic recording of image of sciences or object form of some types of radiant energy, including gamma rays, X-ray, ultraviolet rays, visible light, and infrared rays. Therefore now, let us came now on the meaning of police photography. Police photography, it refers to the use of camera and video for law enforcement purposes. Take note of that. The word police photography, it is being used when the photograph using in the law enforcement purposes for documenting physical evidences and the crime scene. Forensic photography, it is the police photography or forensic imaging on the crime scene, wherein it is the documentation of all evidences found at the crime scene. Reproduction or an accurate reproduction of crime scene as an accident using photography for the benefit of court or aid in the investigation. Okay, we have here the free assessment task 1. Okay, that was on page 3 of your module. Okay, how could you interpret these images? Okay, what does this image reflect, and how does your memory relate from them? Okay, write your answer in the space provided. How could you interpret? Each and every one of you has their own interpretation about the photograph seen on this figure. Whatever your interpretation, just write on the space provided and send it to the Google Classroom. Another assessment or self-assessment question that was on page 6. Okay, explain the following question. We have 5 questions. Okay, just write your answers for each on the space provided and send it to the Google Classroom, or write it directly on the task given per lessons. Okay, that's all for our discussion this morning. Thank you for everyone. Good day and God bless.